Hello everybody, how you guys doing, huh? Welcome in. Testing, testing, 1, 2, mic check, eh? How you doing, eh? I hope all of you are having a fantabulastic day, eh? Fantastic Coca-Colastic, eh? How you guys doing, eh? I'm doing pretty good. I just had a really nice sandwich of ham, cheese, like, yellow cheese, and sausages, eh? And those sausages were really nice. Everything was grilled, well, not so much grilled, but toasted, I guess, in the skillet. So everything was really crunchy, eh? And that was really nice. I do like my bread crunchy, eh? But all bread for me is really good, eh? I'm thankful for not having any kind of gluten allergy. So I know that having gluten allergies is something really bad. First of all, because any kind of allergy is really bad. But it is true that quality of life may be impacted. Eh? But yeah, I do not have it, so I'm thankful for that. Eh? And since Thanksgiving was yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I believe Thanksgiving was yesterday. So that's what I'm thankful for. Eh? Not having any kind of life-threatening allergy or any kind of allergy that I may know that I don't have. Eh? Because it is true that some people may have allergies that they don't really know they have, and I still don't know what allergies I do have. So I sincerely hope that if I do have one, it is not a life-threatening one. I once heard of a story of somebody who was like lactose intolerant, and they became tolerant to lactose by just consuming it little by little. But I'm not so sure if that is recommended for everybody. I wouldn't do it, or maybe I wouldn't do it like on my own. I do feel like maybe if I was lactose intolerant as a child, maybe my mother or my grandmother would be like, just give him a little bit each day, and maybe he will build a tolerance. Maybe it can happen. I don't know. I guess it depends on how. I don't even remember which game this song actually appears on. The beach. There we go. But I don't know. I feel like either my mom or my grandmother would do that. If I was lactose intolerant, just give the child a little bit of milk each day. He'll get used to it. Maybe it could either cure me or kill me. That's how the song says. Am I part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? But which song was that? Am I part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? And yeah, it was Clocks by Daft Punk. There we go. But yeah, today we are gonna be doing some more DMC3, and I've been looking forward to this because I've been waiting for this. Because as I said, I'm not so sure how many chapters this game has. I can already know what's going on, but I am looking forward to experience firsthand how everything goes. I know about Dante, I know about Virgil, I know about Sparta, I know about Lady, the lady, I know about the priest kind of guy, ladies and gentlemen, ladies dad. And I kind of feel I'm not so sure, but maybe it is true that this game takes place before the first one, in which case I feel like that's pretty much interesting. I guess the fact that there's no devil trigger until a certain point, kind of indicates that there is indeed no reason to believe that this game is after the first one. So it is very much the first of many. And I guess it kind of shows how Dante just gains a little bit more character. I mean, some people may argue that he loses character because he's not like a trickster. Maybe he's not as expressive on the other games. On the first one, I can understand it because, you know, he was still a very new character. You know, people at Capcom were still figuring him out. He was kind of a trickster back in the first game, not so much as the third game. And in the second game, he's very, very serious, to the point of which he's like constantly like not grumpy, but I guess he's not playing any games, as people often say. His trickster demeanor, yeah, his trickster demeanor does kind of show with the old lady when he goes, "If it's heads, I'll help you, and if it's tails, I won't," you know, that kind of stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Wow, it's like my ears have been unplugged. Kind of makes you think, you know, how there's many other ambient songs that have not been yet released, unlike this one. And that's something that I was talking about with a friend earlier in the week, yeah. How some shows or even games don't really include some of their soundtracks in the official release of the soundtrack. And you know, it happens most often with shows, you know, and any kind of song that happens like in a certain scene may not be included in the final vinyl or in the final release of the soundtrack collection. And that kind of sucks, you know. There's people that watch movies and shows a million times, and I'm, you know, exaggerating, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. And some people, you know, cannot recall a scene for like a certain you know, background music that is going on, and they would be like, "Man, I sure hope this song was included in the official release," you know. I know that it plays for only like 10 seconds or whatever, but I want to listen to it on full, like in full, without dialogues and whatever. You know, there's a certain market for that, and you know, those people who want every single piece of music used in a show, they do have a point. Yeah, there's a good collection of songs that never get released, mostly because, you know, it doesn't play in a major scene or whatever. There's also the you know, the topic of, you know, copyright things and whatnot. You know, maybe musicians sometimes have like a certain kind of agreement on which, you know, only certain amount of songs can get included or something, or so on. And maybe that may have happened before, like in the ye old days of CDs and whatnot. Because technically speaking, yeah, everything is very much digital nowadays. But you know, CDs are still around. But yeah, only a certain amount of songs, you know, fitted into a single CD. So that kind of makes sense. But nowadays, I feel like, you know, shows can you know, release the entire soundtrack of any kind of show. But only time will tell. Maybe some more shows will actually do that in the coming future, releasing every single song that plays during the whole duration of any kind of series. That would be lovely, especially for the people who watch shows over and over and over and over again. You guys may hear me a little bit nasal today. I haven't really cleaned my nose in a little bit. I gotta fix that someday soon, But for now, let us begin with the playthrough, because I do wanna get as much as possibly done, so that we don't have to do a million streams of a single game. And especially with games like this, you know, because you're bound to die over and over and over and over again. In games such as this, which makes me happy that I did end up choosing gold difficulty, because I don't want to subject you guys to me dying over and over and over again, and, you know, going back to the beginning of the level. So let me get that going. Where is my PS2 at? I was wondering if you want to hang out for a bit and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2. I'm still yet to watch the 3rd season of Smiling Friends. I definitely want to do that. The game wants to update. Translation, color gradients, a non-saturated ARM. No. Header with bugs. Picks up some new icons. Should I update this? Yeah, I'm gonna update it. The stream may freeze for a bit, but, you know, such is the price for everything and anything. So, let's wait until this thing actually, like, stops updating it. There we go. Sometimes I gotta remember that I gotta breathe. I don't think I have anything downloading in the background. Let me check just in case. Yeah, I think OBS is the only thing that's actually like grabbing my internet. But for some reason we're losing frames. I really don't know why. It may be Spotify as well. I don't know. Let me just begin with the game, eh? And that may solve all of my issues in life and in love. Because you gotta understand the concept of love. Devil May Cry 3, y'all. Let's see how that goes. Let me see if everything is right as it should be. So we have video. Now we need audio. There we go. We have audio. Audio is us. Many people say that, you know, Gears of War doesn't have any kind of. There you go. Some people may say that Gears of War doesn't have any kind of memorable songs, but I do believe the intro song that goes it's actually quite memorable. Eh? If you hear it, you immediately think of Gears of War. It may not be you know, but it is recognizable, I would say. Man, I hope that my internet will stabilize, because otherwise this is gonna be a pain. Anyways, let us get going. Gotta load my game. I hope that the game did indeed say load successful. There we go. I really don't know if I'm gonna be sent to the beginning of the level. Hopefully I will, because I did forget to save between levels. Oh, there we go. Look at Dante. Look at the overscan. Eh? Look at him go. Why would he rip his sleeve though? I wonder. We have already watched this, so I'm just gonna skip that. A renewed fear. Burst forth from the great demon's womb. I do wonder, did I buy anything? I do have some stuff that I can buy. I do have revolver level 2, which I already bought. No, I bought windmill. What about Jetstream? Slash through multiple enemies with increased speed in this powered-up version of the Jetstream. Hold R1, forward on left, and then hold down R. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be buying anything with this, for this weapon. Heavy weapon. A powered-up version of the classic original. Maybe? Server seems to be really cool. Maybe I should update my guns, or upgrade them rather. Artemis shotgun. The shotgun seems to be really nice. Max firepower. This is max number of lock-on targets. I don't know which one would be best. People do say that Artemis can be quite powerful, but I'm not so sure if I believe that, you know. It may be very situational. And it may be better for a specific boss. I feel like I'm gonna upgrade my Ebony and Ivory. Just this once. This skill can now be powered up to a new level. Fascinating. So I could have it at level 2. Drive. A lightning quick sword swing that sends a powerful shockwave towards enemies. Could this be good? I do remember something similar in the first one. But that may not be the case. Why is my internet being so slow today? Hold on, there's gotta be something to it. Let me see if Microsoft is not downloading anything in the background. It is not. Could it be Steam? I don't think it could be Steam, but I guess I can always check it out. I mean, as long as my stream is not disconnecting, everything should be alright. Let me stop any downloads in the background. That should do it. I don't think it was that. It definitely wasn't. Oh Jesus, my internet is really going slow. I don't know what it could be. I'm gonna turn off the internet on my phone. Maybe that'll fix it. It may be not. I don't know. Something is really messing up with my internet, but I don't know what it is. It may be the actual ESP messing up with everything in it. I mean, who can say it? Anyway, let's just move on. I don't know. Maybe Stinger level 2 would be good. I do find myself using it quite a lot, so I'm just gonna upgrade it. There we go. And style, I'm fine with Trickster. This is gonna be a Trickster only kind of deal. When it comes to items, maybe one of these could be good. There we go. And for my equipment, I'm gonna keep Artemis and Cerberus. Cerberus seems to be pretty good, and it actually is. Mission start. Look at all this fire, yo. Look at all this fire. So I got eaten by something, eh? I don't even know what it is, but I got eaten by something. Ooh. Let me save just in case. You never know when you may need it. There we go. Oh, well, what's this? Something is sticking out of the membrane. Looks like the seal will break if I apply enough force. The seal has been dispelled, opening up a single stone tusk. 4 more tusks remaining. Fascinating. Now let's see what awaits us here. So this is indeed the next level thingy. Next level games. I haven't really played any of the next level games. I've only tried. 3 more tusks remain. I've only tried Mario Strikers, I believe, and that's the only one. Yeah, I don't think I can go there through here, or maybe I can. It would be cool if I could run on walls. I don't think this thing is actually a thing. Or a living organism. I'm falling. And I'm choosing not to get up. Two more tusks remain. How many tusks do you guys think there are? Well, clearly there's 2 more to go, so, you know. It's not really a tricky question. Or a question at all, actually. Ow, ow, ow. Digestive juices, eh? My flesh is burning. I don't think I can get up there. It may be possible, but I'm not so sure. It feels like it is possible. Could it be that I... It may be possible if I do it over here, maybe. Let me check. I want to see if I can somehow... It feels like it is. Oh man, there might be something really cool over here. Let me see if I can, yeah, do that and then... Could I use the thingy running twice? Oh, it feels so close. Hold on. It may not be a good idea to run on the walls. I know that the song does say, I can walk on water, I can fly. But I wonder if I can do that twice. Ooh, that is so close. If only I didn't run that way. There we go. Oh, come on. Could I? Hold on. I can, okay. That makes things way easier, okay, now. Let's check that out. No, that's another one that I don't want. I may be sequence breaking this, and it may not be anything, you know, rewarding, but I wanna at least try it out. Ooh, that was so close. That was so close. Come on, Dante, just grab the ledge. Oh, that wasn't the thing. Watch this not be something useful at all. Watch it just be an out of bounds thingy. Come on, Dante, I need a new pair of shoes. Almost. I feel like there's something really cool over here. Can we get it, everybody? Oh, come on, Dante. It would be really cool if I could air dash back into. No, not there, cowboy. Not that way, cowboy. Not that way, cowboy. If only I had another one. Maybe if I had air hike over here, like with this one, maybe that could work. I don't know why Dante is going this way though. That feels so close. Maybe that is the key, eh? Maybe that is indeed the key, just running on the wall. I'm gonna try that approach. I'm gonna try running on the wall and then Maybe that'll make it better. Ooh, that feels so close. Although it feels like something that we are actually like supposed to go. Like that place feels like a place that we are supposed to go to. Right? So maybe I'm sequence breaking for the sake of just nothing, eh? But I don't know. It feels that way, at least to me. It may not be nothing. I'm gonna try going over here, and maybe that's the place that we actually need to go to. So I'm gonna keep going, you know, through this path, and maybe just maybe we will actually end up in that place. So yeah, I just wasted 10 minutes on nothing. One tusk remains. Speaking about ow. Could there be something cool in here? Yep, here we are. I just wanted to sequence right because of nothing. I don't know what that is. Oh, well, actually, I kinda know. There we go. I feel like I keep it going if I keep doing this. I don't think I'm permitted to just go down here, maybe? Maybe again, hold on. I wanna first see these things. There we go. And then and only then. The seal has been broken up, everybody. Let's see what we can gain by going over here. Fascinating. Secret mission 4. Devil Theater Daughter. Devil Theater Daughter. Ride the elevator up to the top. Sure. I didn't know that there were secret missions, but sure, if you guys want me to. I've been here before. Maybe if I fall from the elevator, I'm gonna fail. So I'm gonna keep doing my thinking. Because you never know what's gonna come next. Ow. That didn't go as planned. So let's give it a go. Well done, Twitch barely sent out the alert. You've been a win since morning, eh? Did they not send it in the server? Eh? That kind of sucks. Man, I wish, you know, the bot would work better. But yeah, welcome in, Dominica. How you doing? White orb, a magic white stone of crystallized evil spirit. It revitalizes lost magic power. Yep. But welcome in, Dominic. How you doing, eh? Ow. These enemies are actually quite tough. I was gonna say maybe I don't need to kill them, but maybe I kinda do. Eh? But welcome in, Dominic. How you doing? Eh? Let me move this way, otherwise I'm gonna die. But yeah, welcome in, Dominic. How you doing? It's doing pretty good. Oh yeah. These enemies do pack a punch though. At least I killed one of them. There you go. And yeah, welcome in everybody who's just joining in. I'm trying to survive somehow. There you go. That somehow worked. It is not yet the end of the level, but here I am. What's up with this? Wow, watch me go. I'm glad that you're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, Stream for you is being kind of choppy. It is as well for me. I don't know why the internet is being so bruh. I may need to restart the stream. Hold on. Let me restart the stream. Okay, might check 1 2. No, it may be me. No, it is definitely me. I see that there's a ton of frames dropping. Hold on. Maybe this is a thing going on with everybody. ¿Qué es el problema? It may actually be Twitch. Hold on. Twitch. I'm gonna search Twitch on what's it called? I did reboot the stream. There's no reports right now about things going on like this. I don't know what it could be. It may be just my internet. Holidays everywhere, everyone uses the interwebs. It could be. It could be. Man. Jesus Christ, that thing is really going down. What is using up my internet? So far on the OBS, maybe if I close Discord, but I hardly doubt that that's gonna solve anything. But it sometimes can work. It can sometimes work. Let me quit Discord. And I don't think there's anything else that is like sucking up internet on my browser. World's on fire right now. Sadly, it is sometimes. I don't know. You guys may want to see if and only if stream looks better on YouTube. Although I highly doubt it, but you know, we can only try. I often say. Settings. I don't think I'm connected to a bad server. I'm connected to the nearest server near me. So I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Check out if the stream looks better on YouTube. If you guys on YouTube are not experiencing anything related to the thing, then you guys might want to check it out over there. I know that I'm close programs is needed. Yeah, I already did. On computer. There's nothing else sucking up my internet. And I already tried doing that with OBS. So I don't know. I help reduce drop times, yep. I only have my browser. It could help So let me try closing up my browser. Although I highly doubt it. Let me close this, let me close that, let me close everything. YouTube stream lagging it? Possibly. It could be, but I have no other way to archive my stream other than, you know, my YouTube stream. Right? But we can check if it's not doing that. Well, let me... Man, I don't have a network analyzer going on. According to the task manager, only OBS is service host DNS client. I don't know about that, dude. Let me close that up. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. Ooh, that kind of sucks. Let me flush my DNS. Maybe that can help. I'm gonna have to restart the stream again. So hold on. DNS flush. Let me try that again. I'm gonna BRB.